have it on 1st and 10.
Check 24, check 24. Check 13, check 13.
They'll stay with Lewis here on 1st down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Now Lewis here on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
53, Mike 53. Watch the pass, watch the pass.
Winston now from the 50. That's complete to Sterling. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. To throw, Winston. He's got Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. On play action, Winston. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Ready. Blue lady. 53 is the mark. Hey, check. Check 99. Check 99.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Working out of the gun, Winston. This for his running back, McCoy. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So who saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet? Probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Rip right.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 57 yards.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Check the backer. Switch.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Even. 4 down. Hey, Lord.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll run on 1st down. Lewis. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The tackle made that time by Bryce Callahan.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Everyone got 4 down. Check. Wait.
Off the play fake, Winston. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Airing this one out for Evans. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So it can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player? Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was Matthias Farley to knock it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
He belted that thing, a leg of steel, and an even 70 yards on the punt that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start things on 1st down with Dion Lewis. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Winston going up top. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. First carry now for the backup, LaShawn McCoy. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The Bucs on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Winston completes this to Waring. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
So now they operate back from their side of the field here, 2nd and long. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And facing a very tough 3rd and 19 here after both of those running plays went backwards. Jameis to throw it. And this is caught by Evans. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 29-yard line. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch the whip. Big ass.
Now Lewis. The All-Pro Von Miller there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check.
On 2nd and 7, Winston. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the backs,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devin White leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And this is incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Locke to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at their 49-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play fake. Winston. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Winston now. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
And the Buccaneers first down.
Ready?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You think you won't get that? You think you won't get that? 25, check 25, check 25.
On first down, it's Lewis. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready? Move ready. Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Let's go. Let's get off the field, D. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Winston. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
On to the